After a month, we finally have a name for this little show. We're calling it The Daily Clone. We're going to have it for you every Monday through Thursday, now until the end of basketball season. Mondays were presented by Fareway. You can see Jack Trice Stadium behind me. Not too long. Cyclone fans will be in this stadium, jam-packed. Be sure to go and grab your skinless brats, your hamburgers, your pork, all at the Fareway Meat Market or your local Fareway Meat and Grocery Store. Thanks to Fareway for supporting what we're doing here at Cyclone Fanatic, as always. Today we talked to Matt Campbell. Campbell recently had his contract extension finalized late last week. That was the contract extension that was agreed upon back in December. Campbell is now making $5 million annually with incentives that could go up to as much as a $1.5 million bonus with a 12-win season. The biggest factor reported by ESPN was that Campbell took a $1 million pay cut to go towards revenue sharing and more money for his staff. For Campbell, the extension is even more stability into what he already wants to build.
It's great to have clarity and great to kind of be able to put ourselves in a position holistically to continue to build a program that we want to build, and a program that, you know, it's going to take everybody and it always has, and the ability to make sure we have enough flexibility to take care of our players, our staff, and everybody involved. I think that's the biggest thing for me, and, you know, hopefully as we continue to grow as a program, we can continue to prove why this place is different, why this place has a chance to compete year in and year out at a really high level, and that part I'm certainly really proud of.
That extension gets him through the 2032 season. That would be 17 years of Matt Campbell. Now, we have no way of knowing what college football will even look like in 2032, but we do know that Campbell is entering year 10 at Iowa State right now. He is proud of what he's built in Ames.
You know, it was fun for us this weekend. Jaquan Bailey was back here. I know he was, he was at the NASCAR race this weekend. And, you know, to me, I think one of the things I said this to Coach Haycock this morning coming out to practice, like, one of the great gifts of being at somewhere where you've built something that you're really proud of is that so many of these guys are back and they want to come back. They want to be around the program. I mean, what Jaquan Bailey did for our program was, man, you'd say that guy flipped the whole script. You know, we went on signing day against Virginia Tech year one and Chase Allen year one, you know, and to have those guys come back and come around the team and watch how we practice, see the facilities, you're just really grateful. You're grateful that, you know, obviously we've had great support from our administration, from Jamie and from, you know, Wendy. We've had great leadership to continue to support a vision of where we want to take this program. But I think the thing you're really grateful for are the people internally too that have worked here, stayed here, sacrificed, you know, maybe bigger and better things to say, no, we want to build something. And, you know, I've always said this with our own team, like, you're either somebody that wants to be somebody or you're somebody that wants to do something. And I know for the majority of our staff, we've been the type of people that we want to do something, and rather than try to be somebody else. And to be able to do that, and like I said, it's just really rewarding to have some of these guys back. Man, we had Charlie Kolar back here a bunch, Jake Hummel back here a bunch this offseason. Man, you get Brees and he's back here around. You know, Brock wants to know what's going on during camp. Like, that just means a lot to you, and you're really appreciative of those things. And there's so many guys that they're the reason why this program is where it is today. You know, those are the guys that have laid the groundwork, their belief, their work, their sweat, their tears. Those are the people that have made this place really special. You're just grateful that you've been able to lead with the right people every step of the way.
Year 10 is only 19 days away. Right now, the team is about at the midway point of fall camp. The Cyclones had a scrimmage behind me on Saturday. Here's what Campbell learned about his team.
Overall, I appreciate, you know, the intensity that I think we've been able to consistently practice with so far. You know, that's probably what I would say for this group up until this point. They've probably been the most consistent of that. I would hope that would be the case with as much veteranness as we have in our program, and guys that have been through fall camp, understand the value of each day. But I just think it's been really back and forth. There's been a lot of really good intensity and physicality so far through fall camp. And, you know, I guess the challenge will be, can that continue on? And that'll kind of probably be a great indicator of where this team is early in the football season.
Toughness and consistency. Campbell just kept bringing that up today. He knows that pretty much every player is physically tough if they've made it D1. He's building toughness on the mental side.
physical toughness is, to me, that's easy. You're right. It's hard to get to this level if you don't have some of those foundational traits. But can you repeat that physical toughness day in and day out? Can you physically show up and be your best? Because we've talked about the great players in our program, and the great players, man, if you watch Noel and Higgins, and you watch, like I said, about Burkle, and you can go through every great player, they physically came to practice every day on Tuesday and Wednesday. And I always say that in here, like, man, if you guys could be out there and watch them practice, they're making the same plays Tuesday and Wednesday in practice as they are in Saturday. What that is that gives you elite confidence. It gives you the ability to go into those tough moments. Man, it's 4th and 3 or it's 4th and 4. You're down by 7 and you got to go make the play to make the play. And those are the things that I'm talking about. Then you're going to be challenged by this time difference, this travel, a long season. Man, how long can you repetitively do your job? It's going to be a test for all of us. It's going to be a test for the head coach. It's going to be a test for our coaching staff. And it's certainly going to be a test for our kids. So I think what I appreciate from this group is there is a curiosity to say, man, what are you talking about? And let's dig into this. Where can we drop the ball? Where could we really put ourselves in the danger zone? I think we were able to talk about that a lot this offseason and before camp started. So we knew, hey, these are the challenges I'm talking about when I talk about those things. So I do appreciate our leadership's curiosity. I think they're echoing a lot of the same messages that myself and our staff are. And the biggest thing, not only are they echoing it, they're showing that in their actions, at least so far.
In just 19 days, Iowa State will kick off the 2025 season in Ireland against Kansas State. We're going to get you all the way there right here on the Daily Clone. Thanks to Fareway for presenting Monday's show here in the Northwest Bank Studios.